All right. It's gonna be a story time about what happened yesterday. It ain't gonna really be too much, cause man, that shit was. It wasn't really all that, bro. But what happened was, shit. My homeboy called me. Y'all know if y'all be watching like my little short story times and shit. Not story times, but like the little short videos and shit. The little Spanish dude that I be at the club with. Shit, he had came and got me. And we had went to Brandon Mall and shit. So we had motherfucking Brandon Mall. As soon as we got there, bro he was adjusting. He got this big ass. I don't know what type of truck it is, but it's like one of them white boys redneck trucks. So he was trying to adjust the shit, and as he was adjusting, another Chico had fucked around and he had a Dodge. So he fucked around and he blew the horn. All right, the first time we understand why you blow the horn, because we adjusting the car and you sitting up riding up on us and shit, so that's cool. But the second time, we already parked. What the fuck is you blowing the horn for? So as soon as he blowed the horn, nigga, I felt like it was pressure, dog. So drove down to the stop sign and shit. I got out the car. I walked up on this nigga like, man, bro, what the fuck you got running, bro? So then he looked out the window and my homeboy was telling me, bro, don't walk up on him, bro. Don't walk up on him. I was like, man, fuck that shit, dog. So then I ain't clutched just yet. So I'm walking up on the nigga like, bro, what the fuck you got running, nigga? Like, what you keep blowing your horn for, nigga? Like, what you trying to do? Then the nigga said, he said some shit. Then my homeboy said something. And then my homeboy said, I forgot what the fuck he said. He said some shit. So then the nigga that was in the car, he told my homeboy, he was like, don't get shot, little nigga. And he just kept saying it. He just kept saying it. So that's when I upped my fire, bro. I pulled my shit out, caught my shit back, because I don't really like walking around with one in the head. I don't really feel comfortable doing that shit. So I caught that bit back and walked up on this nigga. Like, as soon as he would have got out the car, man, I would have gave it to his ass. Nigga talking about don't get shot. Like, what you mean by that, bitch ass nigga? So, as soon as I had pulled out my fire, I fucked around and I was finna get ready to shoot this nigga, bro, but I wanted to wait till he get out the car. He never got out the car. As soon as I upped my fire, bro, that's when he drove off. But you kept saying don't get shot. Like, what you mean by that, nigga? Don't get shot, nigga. If you gonna do something, do it. All that talking ain't where it's at, bro. So then my homeboy was like, damn, bro. He was like, damn, bro, that nigga pushed his foot. Like, he was like more so like blow what happened. I don't really think he really be in too many altercations and shit, but I'm used to this shit, nigga. I like this type of shit. Um, so I ain't even worried about the shit, bro. I put my fire back up. We walked to the mall and shit, and we were just talking about what happened and shit. He was still thinking about it. Like, even when we walked in the mall, he was still thinking about it. He was blowed, bro. So I was like, man, fuck that nigga, man. He ain't gonna do nothing, bro. If the nigga really wanted pressure, bro, he would have got out the car. Why would you tell us don't get shot and you ain't trying to do nothing? But you gonna drive off when the nigga pull his strap? Like, man, you a bitch ass nigga, dog. So he was just like, like just kept talking about the shit like he was just blowed, but I wasn't even blowed, man. So as soon as we walked in the mall, we fucked around and we went to the food court and shit because bro was hungry as hell. And we didn't know the mall closed at 8 until like the last minute. I forgot what time bro came and got me like around, I want to say 6. But that whole incident, like it was just, I'm gonna get to it. So then when we first got there, I don't remember what time it was, bro. I wasn't paying attention to the time. So we walked to the food court and shit, but then once we walked to the food court, there I had to use the bathroom, bro. So I used the bathroom, came back to the food court. I'm walking around, I ain't see my homeboy. So I'm thinking like, damn, where the hell he at? So I called him, and once I called him, he said he had walked back outside to the car because he was finna change his shoes. So he had changed his shoes and shit. So I had walked outside, walked back to the car. Shit, I seen bro putting on his shoes and shit. I don't know why he changed his shoes, but he was in the car changing his shoes and shit. And that's when I seen the police car. And I was like, damn. I was like, fuck, bro, there go the police. And he was like, nah, bro, we good, bro. We straight. And shit, we ain't doing nothing wrong. Shit, I'm finna get ready to put on these shoes and we finna walk back to the mall and shit. So I was like, all right, but I knew they was finna fuck with us because they just like the lady she just kept looking and shit. So I was like, damn, bro, she probably finna come over here and shit. So I ain't gonna say that, but I'm texting certain people and shit, and I can't say what I want to say because I got females be watching my shit, and they always talking like, oh, so you doing this and that, and lame ass bitches, bro. But so I'm playing pretend like well I wasn't pretending. I was actually texting a few people and shit, and that's when they stopped us. Well, one of them stopped us. The same lady that pulled up that I seen originally, she stopped us. She started asking questions and shit. I was ignoring her ass. She asked us, do we have any guns on us? When she said that, I ignored her ass. I was just ignoring them. And my homeboy and shit, he mouthing off and shit, like, and he was just talking crazy, bro. He was just like mouthing off and shit, like, why y'all stopping us? We ain't do nothing wrong. He said some shit about Fourth Amendment or Second Amendment. He said some shit like that. I don't remember. But then that's when she called for backup. She was like, she was like, can I pet y'all down? And we were like, no. So then that's when she called for backup. I think she called for her sergeant at first. So then like 3 more police officers came and shit. And bro was just like mouthing off and shit and stuff like that. And I just ignored their ass, bro. Like once he was arguing with the motherfuckers, I was just ignoring that shit, dog. So then that's when he was like, well, we're gonna pat y'all down. And as soon as he said that, bro was like, bro kept saying no, he ain't had no phone. He ain't had no phone. And you kept lying to the police because he didn't know if he was a felon or not. You get what I'm saying? Like his situation, he got an FN. So I don't know if y'all seen like y'all remember that FN, what color is that? I think it's called an FDE or desert. It's an FN that's a 9mm. Y'all seen that FN that I had post recently, bro. Fuck. But it's the FN, I think it's the FN 509 or some shit. It's kind of like the same color as the background. It's recent. That's his shit. A lot of people think that's my gun, bro. You know I don't like nines, bro. I don't fuck with nines. Y'all should know that. So he had that shit on him. I had my shit on him. So then she started asking me questions. She was like, "Can I pat you down and stuff like that?" And I was like, "Man, I ain't really do nothing." So then she asked me for my ID. Once she asked me for my ID, I was like, "Man, you know what? Fuck it, bro. I'm gonna just go ahead and do this shit." So once she asked me for my ID, I handed her both of my IDs. I handed her my driver license and I handed her my gun license. Once I handed her my gun license, she was like, "So do you got a firearm on you?" And I was like, "Yeah." So then they say about, "Oh, we're gonna have to take it out for our protection and safety and stuff like that. We're not gonna do nothing wrong. We're just gonna sit it on top of the car." And that's what they did. They took my shit out. I had multiple mags on me. Took all my mags out, put it on top of the car. Then once I did that, that's when bro was still arguing with the people, with the police officers and shit. And that's when he finally confessed. He was like, we're gonna pat you down whether you like it or not. And that's when he was like, you know what, I do got a firearm. So then that's when the police officer got mad and said, oh, so now you lied. Put your hands behind your back. So they put bruh in handcuffs and put him in the back of the police car. So then I got the shit on video. I don't know if I recorded it all. I only gave y'all a little clip of it. I only posted a little clip. But while he was in the back of the police car, a couple of police officers came up to me and they was like, "What's wrong with your homeboy? Like, if he would have never mouthed off, this shit could have been avoided, bro. Y'all could have already been at the mall already. But since he wanted to mouth off, we got to do a further investigation and shit." So then they start asking me, police asked questions like, "Oh, is he a felon?" and all this other shit. And I was like, "No, I don't know." I said, "I don't know." And remind you, I don't know if this nigga a felon or not, because he had somebody to buy that gun from. Like, he thought he was a felon, bro. That's why he couldn't buy that gun. Somebody brought him that shit. He asked me, can I buy him a gun? I was gonna do it, but then I kind of backed out because if y'all been fucking with me since day one, y'all know 2 times I already been investigated for a homicide. The 1911 with the brass catch on it, somebody killed somebody with that gun. And the other situation was the Mac 11. No, not the Mac 11. the MP57, the Mac 57, you know, with the brass catch on it. Somebody killed somebody with that gun. So that's the second time somebody killed somebody with my gun, bro. I don't want this to be the third time. So I ain't buying no more guns for people. I'm not selling guns to certain people. You only gotta have a license. So I ain't really want to buy bro no gun. But back to the story time. So then they was telling me, oh, see, you did good. You ain't say nothing wrong. You just kept quiet. We respect you and shit like that. And I told them I already know what to do. This is not my first rodeo. I got police officers as my cousins. I got 2 police officers that's my family and shit like that. So I already know what to do. So that's why I ain't really want to argue with that. I honestly didn't want to deal with their ass. That's why I was trying to ignore them. I wasn't trying to ignore them. I just didn't want to deal with their ass. So I was like, man, fuck that shit, bro. So then it was like, well, you need to give him a lecture. If you do, you know, at first before they said that, I was like, well, if y'all do arrest him, how the fuck I'm gonna get home? Even though I do stay not too far from Brandon Mall, if I would have had to walk, nigga, that would have been an hour walk, man. I was not trying to do that shit, bro. So they was like, well, we just gonna see what's going on. If he ain't got no felons, then we gonna let him go so he can get home. I was like, all right, appreciate it. But they was like, what you gonna have to do is you gonna have to give him a lecture, let him know, like, bro, you gotta stop mouthing off and shit. Cause this shit could have been avoided. We could have just asked y'all a few questions, pat y'all down, and y'all could have went on about y'all day. That's it. But since he went to mouth off and shit, that's what made it even worse. That's why we was in that bitch even longer. So make a long story short, they fucked around and ran our names. Bro was in the back of the police car. He said he had saw my mugshot, and he had saw like a whole bunch of my charges and shit. Same thing with him. He saw his charges. He got DUIs and shit like that and stuff like that. So that's when I had, like, towards the end, that video that I had posted yesterday, that was like towards the end when it was like, your gun is in the one thing that pissed me off was they unloaded all my mags. Same thing with him. They unloaded all his mags and shit. Put all the bullets in the fucking shoebox and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man? And that's when y'all seen like the last clip and shit. They was like, we put your guns in the shoebox and stuff like that. The magazines is in the shoebox and stuff like that. Y'all free to go. And then y'all seen, I don't know if y'all paid attention, but then y'all seen when he was like, he all yours. That's, I don't know if y'all heard when he said, the police officer said he was like, he all yours, and I just started laughing. That's when he was telling me, like, bro, you need to give your homeboy a lecture. Let him know, like, man, you gotta stop doing all that talking. Like, ain't no need to argue with police officers. You get what I'm saying? And I kind of learned that in my day. Like, fuck all that arguing with police officers and shit, man. Just do what they tell you to do. Don't give them no trouble, and be on about your day. And that's how it went, bro. Shit, I don't know who the fuck called the police on us. I personally feel like that pussy ass nigga called the police on us. But then again, my homeboy feel like he said it was innocent people, like, just watching the shit. But I ain't give a fuck about none of that, man. But yeah, man, that's what happened, y'all. So let me know what y'all think. Y'all think I was in the wrong for pulling my fire on that nigga in broad daylight at the mall parking lot? Or y'all think I was right for doing what I did? But I can't say, bro, this month been a crazy month for me, man. This probably the most drama I've been in a long time, bro. I've been in the shootout earlier this month, you know. Then I fucked around, was busting my shit at the club. Then, on my way walking home from the store, I had some niggas trying to plot on me. I never talked about that shit because ain't nothing went down. It's just, bro, I'm gonna talk about that right now, bro. I'm coming home walking from the store. I forgot what the fuck I was getting. I don't remember. I think I was getting some blunts or some shit. But I'm walking home from the store and I seen some car pulling in CVS, because my apartment is right by CVS. Why the fuck y'all pulling in CVS, bro? This shit closed, bro. It's dark. You get what I'm saying? Why the fuck is y'all pulling in CVS? So I had it depends on what I'm wearing. So if I'm wearing like gym shorts, or if I'm wearing like something that's light, if I'm having my gun on me, my shit gonna sag. You get what I'm saying? So if I have like something like shorts on or something like that, I normally have a belt. And I tie that bitch and I have my gun like that. So then that's how I had my shit that night. So then they pulling in CVS, bro. And I'm thinking like, why the fuck y'all pulling in CVS, bro? It's closed. Y'all shouldn't be in this motherfucking parking lot. So they pulled up. Soon as they pulled up, man, I'm just watching their ass, and they just creeping. As soon as they started creeping, like they kept pressing their brakes, that's when I'm thinking like, bro, these niggas probably plotting on me and shit. So I'm thinking like, bro, these niggas probably finna jump out and try to do something to my ass. As soon as they did that, bro, they got pulled up my fire. That's when I had that light on at the time. So I'm just waiting. They still sitting at the stop sign and shit. I'm just waiting, like seeing what these niggas finna do. They just sitting there, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is y'all doing? I'm thinking they want me to get closer so they can jump out. But I'm just sitting there waiting for their ass. They finally drove off. Once they drove off, nigga, that's when I peeled. But I ain't never talk about it because ain't nothing happened. But that shit happened. That shit happened like 2 weeks ago. So I've been in the shootout earlier this month. Then the shooting at the club. Then the shit that I just told y'all about. Them niggas tried to plot on me. Now the shit that happened yesterday, bro. That's 4 different incidents in 1 month, bro. I ain't never been in this much drama before, bro. A day in my life, bro. Normally it'd be like once a year, twice a year type shit, but damn, bro. But yeah, that's what happened, man. So I definitely gotta chill out, bro. Just people keep fucking with me, bro. That's why I had titled that bitch "Leave FG Alone," bro. Cause people keep fucking with me, man. But yeah, man, that's what happened, dog. So I'm gonna try to shoot my AK. I want to shoot my AK again, but I just don't know when. So just stay tuned. I'm gonna drop another video for y'all, and if y'all want, I kind of want to do another cop and drop. So just send me some more new shit. If y'all got new guns, send that shit to my IG. Your boy Sound Tonight.